The Great Hall of the Galactic Council was silent. Representatives from hundreds of species sat in their hovering seats, their eyes fixed on the center of the chamber, where the discussion had reached a critical point. The topic of the meeting was simple yet dangerous: what to do about humanity. For centuries, humans had been an anomaly in the galactic community. They were unpredictable, stubborn, and frighteningly adaptable. Despite their late arrival on the galactic stage, they had risen faster than any species before them. Their technology advanced at an alarming rate, their military strategies were unmatched, and their ability to survive against all odds made them both an asset and a threat. Now, the Council had to make a decision. Would they keep humanity in their alliance, or force them out before it was too late? A divided council. Chancellor Vorik, the leader of the council, stood up. His reptilian skin glistened under the artificial lights. "We must act now," he said, his deep voice echoing through the hall. "The humans are growing too powerful. They do not follow our traditions. They do not submit to our authority. If we wait any longer, they will surpass us." Many council members nodded in agreement. The Korthans, a warlike species with tusks protruding from their faces, were especially vocal. "Humans do not respect power," growled General Krall of the Korthan Dominion. "They only respect strength. If we do not put them in their place, they will soon be the ones ruling over us." But not everyone agreed. Ambassador Lirin of the Tyrolus, a species known for their advanced diplomacy, raised a hand. "Humans have done nothing to warrant such hostility. They have contributed to our technology, fought in our wars, and helped us expand beyond what we thought possible. Driving them out would be a grave mistake." A murmur spread through the chamber. The argument had been going on for months. Some feared humans, some respected them, but all agreed on one thing: humanity was different. The final vote. Chancellor Vorik raised his hand, silencing the room. "Enough debate. It is time to vote." A holographic display appeared in the air, showing two choices: keep humanity in the council or expel them forever. One by one, the representatives cast their votes. The outcome was clear. Humanity was to be cast out. The decision was final. A formal message would be sent to Earth. The Galactic Council believed they had just ensured their dominance for centuries to come. They had no idea what they had just unleashed. The message from the Galactic Council arrived on Earth in the dead of night. It was transmitted on all frequencies, encoded in every known human language. By unanimous decision of the Galactic Council, humanity is hereby expelled from all interstellar alliances. You are forbidden from entering Council-controlled space, and any further expansion will be seen as an act of aggression. Your reckless nature threatens the stability of the galaxy. Consider this your final warning. Silence followed. For a brief moment, there was no response. Then, humanity laughed. The arrogance of the Council. Across Earth and its colonies, people watched the transmission with amusement. Did the Council truly believe they could threaten humanity? Did they think exile would break them? Inside the United Earth Strategic Command, UESC, Admiral Elias Carter leaned back in his chair, smirking. "Well," he said, glancing at his officers, "I guess we don't have to deal with their bureaucracy anymore." General Helena Vasquez, head of planetary defense, chuckled. "They think they're kicking us out. In reality, they just freed us." For too long, humanity had restrained itself, following Council laws, limiting its technological advances, holding back its true strength. But now, there were no restrictions, no treaties to honor, no weak allies to protect. The War Council assembles. The most powerful leaders of humanity gathered in a secure underground bunker beneath the UESC headquarters. The mood was calm, almost casual. "The Council fears us," said Dr. Marcus Leong, head of human scientific research. "That means they've been watching. And if they've been watching, they know what we're capable of." Admiral Carter leaned forward, his voice serious. "Then we show them." A hush fell over the room. For years, humanity had developed technology in secret, advanced weapons, starships unlike anything the galaxy had seen, and artificial intelligence capable of commanding entire fleets. The Council thought humans were dangerous before. They had no idea what was coming. A decision was made. Humanity would not attack first. But when the Council inevitably tried to put them in their place, they would never recover from what humanity had prepared. It was no longer about proving themselves. It was about teaching the galaxy a lesson. The Galactic Council did not wait long to act. Within days of humanity's exile, their fleets mobilized. It was a display of power, meant to remind the rest of the galaxy who was in control. Massive dreadnoughts, battle cruisers, and countless smaller vessels began patrolling the borders of what was once human-occupied space. They blocked trade routes, intercepted supply convoys, and scanned every ship for illegal human technology. The message was clear. Humanity's time was over. The ambush at Lagrange Point 7. It began with a single ship. A Terran transport vessel, the Celestial Dawn, was carrying supplies to one of Earth's outer colonies. It had been cleared for travel under a neutrality clause. Humanity was exiled, but not officially at war. Then, without warning, a Cellary warship decloaked beside it. "Terran vessel, you are in violation of interstellar law," came the cold voice of the Cellary commander. "Power down your engines and prepare to be boarded." Captain Sarah Langley, a veteran pilot, gritted her teeth. "They have no right to do this," she muttered. Her co-pilot, Jin, checked the radar. "They're charging weapons." Langley took a deep breath. She had no weapons, no defenses, just a ship full of civilians. Fighting back wasn't an option. The Cellary fired. A bolt of plasma shot from their cannons, but before it could hit the Celestial Dawn, a second human ship decloaked. The Phantom Strike, a stealth frigate built with technology far beyond what the Council believed possible, emerged from the void. Its railguns roared to life. The Cellary warship never stood a chance. In one precise shot, the alien vessel was torn apart. Humanity declares its intentions. The attack sent shockwaves across the galaxy. The Council had expected humanity to retreat, to cower, to beg for mercy. Instead, they had struck back with technology no one had ever seen. News of the Celestial Dawn incident spread like wildfire. Within hours, Admiral Carter addressed the galaxy in a live broadcast. "We did not start this fight, but if you think we will sit idly by while you harass our people, you are mistaken. You wanted to see what humanity is truly capable of. Consider this your warning." The Galactic Council had made their move. Now, it was humanity's turn. The Galactic Council was in chaos. The destruction of the Cellary warship was not just an attack. It was a message that humanity was not broken, that they were not done. But what terrified the Council the most was how it happened. The Phantom Strike had used cloaking technology far beyond anything the galaxy had ever seen. It had evaded every scan, every sensor, and attacked with pinpoint precision. Humanity was hiding something. The Council's desperate plan. "We must act before this gets out of control." Supreme Chancellor Vorith slammed his fist against the table. The other representatives nodded in grim agreement. "If humans have this level of stealth capability," an Avarian warlord hissed, "then they can strike anywhere. We must assume they have more ships, more weapons." The decision was made. The Council would send a massive fleet to Earth's solar system, not as an attack, but as an inspection. They would demand full compliance. Humanity had to be contained before it was too late. Earth's response. On Mars, deep beneath Olympus Mons, a secret facility buzzed with activity. Humanity's true power was hidden here, far from prying alien eyes. Admiral Carter watched the Galactic Council's announcement with an amused smirk. "They're scared," he said. "Good." Dr. Evelyn Park, one of Earth's top scientists, tapped a holographic screen. "They should be. We've made progress with Project Revenant. The first dreadnought is almost operational." "Almost isn't good enough." Carter's voice was cold. "We need time. We need to be ready. A message flashed across the screen. Incoming transmission. Galactic Council. Carter exhaled sharply. Let's hear what they have to say. The Council's ultimatum. This is Supreme Chancellor Vorith of the Galactic Council. The transmission began. His expression was hard, unreadable. We will be arriving in your system within 3 standard cycles. You are to allow full access to your military facilities. Any refusal will be seen as an act of aggression. Do not test us, Admiral Carter. The transmission ended. Silence filled the room. Dr. Park looked up. What now? Carter's smirk returned. Now, we let them come. Deep beneath Mars, the first human dreadnought powered on. Its engines hummed with untold power. Humanity was not waiting anymore. The Galactic Council's fleet arrived at the edge of the Sol system, a massive armada of warships, carriers, and battlecruisers. It was a show of force, meant to intimidate humanity into compliance. But there was a problem. No resistance, no communication, nothing. As the Council fleet entered the system, there was no response from Earth or any of its colonies. No ships moved to intercept. No messages were sent, only silence. Admiral Korth, commander of the Council's armada, frowned. Are their systems down? A auxiliary officer shook his head. Negative, sir. We detect life signs on Earth and Mars. They see us. They're just ignoring us, ignoring them. The greatest fleet in galactic history had arrived, and humanity wasn't even acknowledging it. Korth's mandibles clicked in frustration. Fine, we'll force them to answer. A landing on Mars. A detachment of heavily armed dropships descended toward Mars, the closest human outpost. Their scanners had detected underground facilities, clearly military installations. If humanity wouldn't talk, the Council would demand an explanation. As the first landing craft touched the red soil, armored troops in exosuits disembarked. Weapons ready. Still, no humans in sight. Something isn't right, a Evithi officer muttered. Then, the ground opened beneath them. The trap springs. Massive doors in the Martian surface slid apart, revealing underground launch bays. Dozens of sleek, black warships shot into the sky, engines glowing with energy unknown to the rest of the galaxy. Unknown, she appears. DTHCTE. A panicked voice shouted over the fleet's comms. A ship larger than anything the Council had ever seen rose from beneath Olympus Mons, its massive hull gleaming with unrecognizable alloys. Admiral Korth's blood ran cold. What? What is that? Then, a message came through, clear, confident, and human. You wanted to see what we've been hiding. Here we are. Now run. The dreadnought fired. A single shot ripped through a Council battleship, cutting it in half as if it were made of paper. The Sol system awakens. All across the system, hidden human warships activated, emerging from asteroid belts, lunar bases, and the depths of the oceans. Humanity had been silent for a reason. They were ready. And the Council? They had walked straight into a trap. The Galactic Council fleet, once so sure of its dominance, was now in complete disarray. The human warships had appeared out of nowhere, attacking with terrifying precision. Admiral Korth's voice shook as he barked orders. All ships, return fire. We will not be intimidated by primitives. But deep inside, he knew the truth. They were the primitives now. Weapons beyond understanding. Human weapons weren't just powerful. They were unnatural. Some ships fired beams that bent space itself, slicing through Council shields as if they didn't exist. Others launched missiles that vanished mid-flight, only to reappear inside enemy ships, detonating from within. One warship, a sleek black triangle, disintegrated a Council dreadnought in a single pulse, reducing it to dust. What kind of technology is this? A auxiliary officer whispered, his eyes wide with fear. No one had an answer. Retreat turns to panic. Council ships tried to retreat, But humanity had sealed off all exits. Warp drives failed. Something was jamming them. A cold realization spread among the fleet. They weren't just losing. They were trapped. "Send a surrender signal," Korth shouted. But before the transmission could go out, a new message interrupted their communications. A calm, human voice. "You started this war. Now you learn what it means to fight humanity." Then, Earth's true fleet arrived. The Hidden Armada. Massive dreadnoughts emerged from hyperspace, larger than anything in the Council's arsenal. Their hulls shimmered with an unknown energy field, absorbing every shot fired at them. One by one, the human warships surrounded the Council fleet, boxing them in like prey. For the first time in history, the Galactic Council faced total annihilation. Korth's voice cracked. We surrender." A long silence followed. Then, the human voice returned. Too late. A wave of energy surged from Earth's largest dreadnought, disabling every Council ship in an instant. No weapons, no shields, no escape. The war was over, and humanity had won. The battle was over. The once mighty Galactic Council fleet, which had sought to crush humanity, now floated helplessly in the cold abyss of space. Their weapons were disabled, their ships crippled, their warriors shaken to their core. Humanity had proven its dominance, but the war was not truly finished, not yet. The Council's desperation. Admiral Korth, once so arrogant, now knelt before the massive holographic projection of a human commander. His voice was shaky. "Please," he whispered, "have mercy." The humans had every reason to destroy them. The Council had tried to enslave Earth, wipe out its people, and claim its resources. And yet, they had failed, so miserably that it was almost laughable. The human commander's expression was unreadable. Cold. Calculating. "Mercy?" His voice echoed through the shattered Council fleet. "After you came to burn our home. After you declared us unworthy of existence." Korth had no response. Humanity's verdict. Across the Council fleet, horrified whispers spread. What would humanity do? Would they execute them all? Would Earth's forces wipe out every last species involved in the attack? The humans had the power to do it. No one could stop them now. The human commander's voice cut through the silence. "Your fleets are broken. Your planets lie undefended. We could destroy everything you have built. But we won't." The Council officers exchanged stunned looks. "You will return to your worlds," the commander continued. "You will tell them what happened here. You will make it known that humanity is not to be challenged." The human fleet activated their weapons, not to fire, but to create a massive energy pulse, launching every disabled Council ship into deep space, sending them home as a warning. The galaxy learns the truth. When the broken ships limped back to their homeworlds, the news spread like wildfire. The myths about humanity had been wrong. They weren't weak. They weren't insignificant. They were something else entirely, a force unlike anything the galaxy had ever known. And from that day forward, no species dared to challenge Earth again. Because now, they understood the truth. Humanity was the apex predator of the stars, and they had just let the galaxy live.